Hours after prominent businessman Nazar and Azuddin Mohamed were arrested by the Ghana police force, the father and son were swiftly brought before the Georgetown Magistrates Court on Friday following a United States request for their extradition. The two businessmen were indicted by U.S. federal grand jury on 11 counts of conspiracy to commit mail and wire fraud in connection with an alleged gold smuggling and money laundering scheme. Under heavy police guard and tight security, the Mohammeds appeared calm and composed as they entered the courtroom, where supporters and members of the political party We Invest in National Win had gathered to show solidarity with their leader, Azuddin Mohamed. When the matter was called before Magistrate Judy Latchman, the special prosecutor outlined allegations linking the Mohammeds to Venezuelan operatives and properties in Brazil, suggesting that they had influence capable of disrupting the peace and financing the unrest which followed the death of 11-year-old Adriana Young. After hearing arguments from both sides, Magistrate Latchman granted Nazar and Azuddin Mohamed bail in the sum of $150,000 each, with conditions. The men were ordered to lodge their passports with the clerk of the magistrate's court and report to the Ronville police station every Friday as the proceedings continued. Outside of the courtroom, Attorney at Law Saeed Dujon told reporters that the offenses for which the Mohammeds are wanted in the United States are not extraditable.
The offenses for which Azruddin and Azhar Mohamed are wanted in the U.S. are not extraditable offenses under the laws of our land, nor under the treaty with which we have an arrangement. We also sought that there be a declaration. We also sought that there be a referral under Article 153.3 of the Constitution, because we have alleged a constitutional breach in the amendment to the Fugitive Offenders Act. Now, the Constitution says where we raise such a constitutional point, the magistrate is duty bound to refer it to the High Court. So we come back in November, on the 10th, I believe, to debate on that point further. They have not provided any documents whatsoever of their evidence as yet. We applied for those documents. They ought to bring them on that next date as well. We are pleased that Her Magistrate saw it fit to award bail to both defendants in the sum of $150,000 only.
Senior Counsel Roysel Ford, who is among a battery of lawyers representing the Mohammeds, strongly objected to the claims by the prosecutor that the Mohammeds funded the unrest following Adriana Young's death and links to Venezuela and properties in Brazil, describing them as speculative and unsupported by evidence.
We challenged that and we asked them to produce evidence in support of it. You would have thought that the state coming to the court to oppose bail on those bases would have been able to have documented in an affidavit format at least the support or the evidential basis for that. We challenged that. It was non-existent. We believe that those are simply trumped up figments of the imagination of the state in an effort to get them not to grant bail. It didn't work. So bail was granted this afternoon.
After posting bail, the Mohammeds emerged from the court lockups to cheers from supporters. Both men briefly addressed reporters before leaving the compound.
Their main objective is to not see me enter parliament. They don't want to see me enter parliament because they know that I'll hold them accountable every single day, like what I've been doing. I am innocent.
So the U.S. concocted all the evidence they claim they have on you, sir?
If gold was smuggled out of this country, the government fully, they're part and parcel, because in the sanctions, it was stated that government officials were involved in the corrupt activities. If it was smuggled. For the past 4 years, you saw how much persons were indicted just the other day. AG Letitia, President Trump, for the 4 felony charges. Trust me, the system over there, they have a lot of loopholes. And the agents working on our matter, they were parts of the government of Guyana, even Mr. Critic. These guys know things before it happen. Since last night, some guy by the name of Robin Singh and Dr. Singh posted arrest.
But wasn't that pending though, sir?
So how they are privy to all this information before it happened? We are in it, so we know it.
I just want you journalists to know that you need to go back to the writers article. Go back to the writers article, you will see that Sabrina Walls, the writers journalist that made the case for us to be sanctioned, he was speaking to a specific agent. And the agent, she also was speaking to a specific government official.
Government official in Guyana.
In Guyana. You know, so you guys need to find out who is this senior government official that the media was speaking to.
The father and son will return to court on November 10th.